And apparently we are now broadcasting. So very exciting stuff. A big hello. My name is Greg Fry. I'm in Kildare Street in Dublin. Today is a very, very special day for the IBYE finalists, the Ireland's best young entrepreneurs. They are presenting their pitch to some top business people in anticipation for the grand finale on December the 7th. And I've been lucky enough to grab some of these great young entrepreneurs for a quick chat on the couch. So, who am I speaking to here?
Myles Murray, founder of PMD Solutions.
Myles,
lovely to meet you, Greg.
Lovely to meet you. So tell us about your business, Myles.
PMD Solutions manufactures, designs and commercializes novel respiratory diagnostic technology for the global healthcare market.
Okay, and what does that mean?
Yeah, it's a big mouthful, yeah. Essentially, we've launched our first product, RespirSense, which helps enhance preventative monitoring in a hospital environment. The reason that's so important is that if you can detect deterioration earliest as possible, you can actually prevent the patient from realizing harm. Okay. And that actually has clinical but also economic implications for the hospital environment as well. So we're being part of an ecosystem at the moment around the world which supports preventive monitoring of patients.
Sounds pretty impressive stuff. How did the business come about?
It was actually as part of my final year in mechanical engineering in Cork Institute of Technology.
Okay.
I was introduced to a Dr. Stephen Cusack. He's the head of A&E in Cork University Hospital, and he had a pet problem, which was his patients could not be accurately monitored for the respiratory rate, even when they complained of tightness of the chest or shortness of the breath. And when I took this away and looked at my final year in college, I saw it just wasn't a CUH problem, it was a global problem.
Sure.
The gold standard today is still a nurse visually watching a patient breathe for 60 seconds and then recording it. There's no objective means of actually monitoring it continuously. And with this whole shift from interventional therapy to preventive monitoring, there's a huge call now for respiratory rate sensors because of their significance in the earliest signs of patient deterioration.
Pretty amazing. Sounds very technical. So,
sure.
So how does someone so young manage to set up and actually drive a business forward that's so technical?
Like in the medtech space, it's all about really understanding what's the clinical case. You know, talking to a doctor saying, you know, what is it that you need? Do you need a scalpel that cuts faster? Do you need a medicine that cures quicker? Do you need a scanning machine that diagnoses faster? It's all about just finding out the core proposition. And then what's really important about PMD is building an ecosystem where we continuously focus on the customer needs. And in this particular case, we have the customer, which is the hospital, but we also have the patient. So we have to really focus on the patient well-being, patient friendliness, patient care, everything being patient-centric. So we developed a proposition both in a product and in terms of an offering that literally surrounds and enhances what's currently being done and how we can support them going forward in delivering a higher standard of care.
Cool. And the Ireland's best young entrepreneur competition, how's that experience been for you?
Oh yeah, it's been an intense one for sure, but a very rewarding one. I mean, PMD is at the stage now where we've launched the first product and we're now looking for what's next. What's the next big quantum leap for PMD to get from a startup to an SME to a multinational? So this competition has allowed me to take a step back, allow the team to finalize all the details of the existing product and look at what's next. So I mean, we're looking in the area of respiratory diagnostics now, looking at detecting particular ailments as opposed to saying something's amiss with my breathing, and moving on forward from there. So this competition just allowed me to refocus and take time out and work on the business as opposed to in it.
It's hard to see the wood from the trees
sure,
when you're in the middle of it.
Absolutely.
So other than taking a step back, is there anything in particular that you have learned through your journey that you think will be useful moving forward?
In particular with this competition? Yeah. Oh, absolutely. Again, you probably just emphasised it yourself. It's all about the wood from the trees. Yeah. You know, for me, it was all about growing the team so I can remove myself from the forest. True. So I can actually look at the entire landscape and see what exactly was going on. This competition just emphasizes how important it is for a founder or CEO to work on the business as opposed to in it on a day-to-day basis.
Well, there's a gem of a bit of advice there. Have you had a chance to network with many of the other participants?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
There's a whole heap of them staring at us here.
No pressure
in case
at all.
You guys can't see. They're a pretty awful bunch, are they?
Oh yeah, tough crowd for sure. But no, I mean the guys are fantastic. Entrepreneurs know entrepreneurs, hands down. And I think everyone gets on really, really well because we all have the same problems. We all have the same hurdles to overcome. And this is just a new network for us to build upon. Yeah.
Talking of entrepreneurs, if there's a guy as smart as you, maybe with a Cork accent, with a brilliant idea for 2015, what advice would you have to a young Irish entrepreneur?
For me, it's all about taking a moment to pause and just really identifying what it is you want to do. Because once you establish that foothold in your mind that you want to drive a new opportunity, then your belief is set and you're ready to go. Form the company and then just get out to the market. Investigate it, learn, listen, and then turn that into a product or a proposition that you can offer, that you can scale and make money from.
Cool. I'm playing this back. I'm getting some great tips here. The last thing I want to say to you is the big day is December the 7th.
Absolutely, yeah.
And I want to wish you, I'm obviously going to wish everyone else, but I want to wish you all the best with that. Thank you so much for talking to me, mate.
Cheers for your time.
No worries,
Cheers.
Take care.